What's up, boxing fans? This is Anna here to do another boxing analysis. This boxing analysis is between the great Manny Pacman Pacquiao versus Juan Dinamita Manuel Marquez. Juan Manuel Marquez is a great Mexican legend. The guy has so many wins over great opponents. Um, I mean, this fight is it's gonna be a big fight every time they fight. I believe this will be the last time they fight. Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez. They've had a very, storied book type of uh, rivalry, going back and forth from the first fight with Marquez getting knocked down 3 times, and getting back up like a warrior and coming back to win a couple of those. A lot of those rounds, and it went to a draw, majority draw. Second fight, you had Juan Manuel Marquez out, boxing Pacquiao, but Pacquiao showing his speed and his more, he got more stronger, I believe, in that second fight, and he caught Marquez with something really, really good, and Marquez then went down. It was a counter straight left hand. That's what it was in the second fight, and he went down. And I do believe that was the reason why Manny got the decision, and it was well deserved. Manny, it was a close fight, and something like that can be the reason why you can lose a fight is knockdowns. In the third fight, I believe Marquez had won. Marquez looked more sharper, more good counter punching, good counter punching, and his jab was on point. He had good footwork. He wasn't that stiff, but I do think he gave the 12th round away. But I still felt Marquez was up by a point or two. But that's here nor there. Pacquiao won 2 out of the 3 fights, with the first fight, like I said, being a draw. You go off of knockdowns, I can see you swaying more Pacquiao's way in the effective aggressor. Or you go with the counter puncher Marquez, who can come forward and be aggressive like a boxer puncher, and very, very technical. If you like really, really good technical orthodox, you know, skills, and a guy landing many punches from uppercuts to straight right hands to left hooks, you'll probably go with Marquez, because Marquez has won more of the rounds throughout the 3 fights. Um, don't say, oh man, these fourth fight, why a fourth fight? I was thinking the same way too. When they first announced it, I'm like, what the fuck? Why Pacquiao not rematching Bradley? But I thought about it, and Pacquiao's right. Like you said on Jimmy Kimmel's show and on Wednesday, and even other interviews. Why should I fight him again? Why go through all the trouble, all the promotion, all the time that you spend putting into a fight for somebody to not give a lot of action in the ring? Very sloppy, no good technique. Bradley just a buff mess. Like I don't like the way he fights. Uh, he has no power to be so buff. It doesn't make no sense to be so buff and you have no power. I mean, Pacquiao was not hurt throughout none of the fight. He even admitted Marquez hits him with good shots and stuns him for him. Bradley doesn't do that. So, and Pacquiao's face was good after the fight. Like, he looked like he can walk around, be cool, and have to, bandage his head like in the Cotto fight and bandage his ear up and all that. No, Bradley doesn't hit that hard to me. But Marquez gives him a better challenge. It's always a great fight. The orthodox boxer puncher versus the aggressive, fighter like Manny Pacquiao, the come forward style of Manny, straight left hand of Pacquiao, straight right hand of Marquez. Um, I like both guys in this fight. It's a pick 'em fight. Whichever boxer you like better. If you're Filipino, you're probably gonna pick Pacquiao. Of course, if you're Mexican, you're probably gonna pick Marquez. It is what it is. If you go off of not being biased, then I mean you'll see Marquez winning this fight on paper because of his counterpunching ability and his come forward. I mean his waiting for Pacquiao to come forward to attack, and then he's like the matador, and he uses his jab and his straight right hands and his left uppercut to dictate the fight. Marquez has a really good left uppercut. If he lands it correctly, he can really hurt Pacquiao. But as I saw in the second fight, he really hurt Pacquiao with his counter left hook. It is dangerous. If he lands that punch, Pacquiao can be in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. I see Pacquiao, because he said on Jimmy Kimmel he doesn't want to box with Marquez and make it a boring fight. He wants fight. Like, he wants a lot of boxing in the ring, and he believes, he can do it. He believes he can knock out Marquez, and that's why Marquez feels that he didn't lose any of those fights, and he wants to knock out Pacquiao. They feel that they both have to come forward, still be smart, but end up getting a TKO stoppage of some kind. Cause these guys mentally are so amazing that I don't see in their beards, the chin is so granite. I can't see Manny getting knocked out. I can't see Marquez getting knocked out with one flush punch. I mean, they've hit each other with crazy flush shots, and they don't go there. It's going to take the accumulation of punches and so much pressure. Pressure breaks pipes. And I know you heard that cliche a million times, but you come forward and you do your combinations. You're throwing your left hooks, your overhand rights, your jabs, and you're staying consistent, and you're using your rhythm. This is all about dictating the pace of the fight. I call it ring generalship. If you have ring generalship, you can dictate the fight however you want, meaning you fight when I want you to fight. That's what boxing is all about. Not about just, oh, I'm throwing, you throwing, I'm throwing, you throwing. Like, no, it's about you dictating the fight, winning the rounds decisively, and eventually getting a knockout. Now, Pacquiao can be hurt to the body. I've seen him get hurt to the body a little bit in the Margarito fight, and a little bit in the Cotto fight too, just a little bit. But I mean, Marquez really needs to focus to the body, staying close with Pacquiao a little bit, not too much. So use side to side movement, jab, counter punch, and then in the middle round start throwing, 4-punch combinations. Being smart though, he needs to work on speed. Marquez was too buffed last fight. I saw the 24/7, like I watch all of them because I'm a huge fan of the 24/7, the show on HBO. And I saw a lot of bodybuilding. That's not good. He still had his speed, but it was nowhere near as fast as he used to be. He needs to go back to trying to get his arms to be, smaller a little bit. So, I mean, because it's not all about being buff. We saw it with the Bradley. He doesn't even have a high knockout ratio. It's about how you punch. It's all about how you punch. And Marquez, I believe if he goes back to just working on endurance, stamina, throwing a lot, more volume of punches, because he's a great combination puncher. If he throws more, he can do damage to Manny Pacquiao and bust him up real bad like he did to him in the second fight. Now, I will go off this. I think Manny is going to be super aggressive. He said on Jimmy Kimmel, like I said before, on Wednesday, and he's going to come forward. He's going to take the fight to Marquez from the first round and just go back to throwing 90, 100 punches per round. Even if he is missing, he's going to go back to being that aggressive, hungry, as he said, 26, 28-year-old Manny Pacquiao. And I think Manny's going to do his thing in this fight. I have him winning this fight if he actually sticks to his word and comes forward and he's really aggressive. And I can see him getting a TKO stoppage. This sounds crazy. TKO stoppage, 9th or 10th round. He said he's going real aggressive in sparring. He's not boxing no more. And that's the only way he's going to win. If you look at on paper, all the fights that he has won, like, decisively, have been because of knockdown. And been because he's known how to counter Marquez, while Marquez is throwing in combination. So if he can get Marquez a throwing combination and pressure him into the ropes and just throw so many 4 and 6 and 8 punch combinations like we've seen him do before, like he did in the Clottey fight and the Cotto fight, he can overwhelm Marquez somehow. But Marquez is getting up in age, about 38, 39 years old, and he might get him out of there. But on Marquez side, because I'm a huge Juan Marquez fan, and I see him winning the fight as well. Like, so I'm gonna be very just, yeah. I mean, you could say I'm biased with both, but it is what it is. I like both that much. I see Juan Manuel Marquez outboxing Pacquiao. If it goes to decision, Marquez will win this time. I believe he will. And it could be by his left uppercut, using side-to-side movement, jabbing, his double jab, straight right hand is dangerous, his overhand right is dangerous. After countering Pacquiao's left, straight left hand, he can throw his overhand right. Um, Pacquiao might be trying to throw his 1-2-3-4 combination, or his 1-2-3, 1-2-3, and throw that jab a little bit slow, and then Marquez come with his left hook over the top of the jab of Manny Pacquiao. That's why I say it's just a pick'em fight. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Those 12 rounds, Marquez. If Marquez do get a knockout somehow, some way, it'll be because of accumulation of punches, not one punch. Trust me. And same thing with Pacquiao. Accumulation of punches. If he throws 90 or 100 punches per round and he lands over 50% or even in a 45% range, Manny will win this fight. So those are the big factors in the fight. Like I said before, Manny and Marquez is a great rivalry. Look at Marquez Vasquez. You guys are a real fan of the sport. Just great fight, the fourth fight. So somebody's gonna get knocked out, just like the Rafael Marquez Israel Vasquez fight, and it's not gonna be a weak fight like people think. It's gonna be toe to toe. Who has the more calories on them, the more heart in this fight to push through the pain and get to that knockout that they also want. It's going to be MGM Grand Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. It's a 9-title welterweight bout. Throw it out there. This is going to be Pacquiao's 61st fight. Amazing. Amazing. He has 54 wins. Like I say, he's a Filipino legend. 38 knockouts. 16 decisions. 4 losses. 2 of his losses, of course, by knockout, and 2 by decision that he's lost in those 4 losses, with 2 draws. And I mean, like I said, don't miss it. December 8th, 24/7 is already started. The first episode was really good. The breakdown was amazing. You have Marquez, who has won titles in featherweight, super featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight. And I mean, if he can win, I mean not at welterweight, but at 140 pounds. If he can win at welterweight, I think he'll be 4-time champion, if I'm not mistaken. I think he would have won in 4 different weight divisions. So, well, no, I take that back. 5. I think it'll be 5, because he's won 7 world titles in 4 different boxing weight classes. So it'd be his. I think he can do it. Ring Magazine, Doug Fisher's ranking. If you go to ringtv.com, you can see that he's ranked number 6 boxer in the world pound for pound, and ranked number 4 among junior welterweights. I mean, like I said, this guy's had 61 total fights. This is gonna be his 62nd, and he's 39 years old. 54 wins, 39 by KO. So both guys are going for their 55th win. I mean, that's a big deal. And 6 losses for Marquez with 1 draw. So like I said before, let me know what you think in the comment section below. This fight, you cannot miss it. December 8th. I mean, just let me know what you think. Do you think Pacquiao's aggressive style and going back to his roots of not doing so much overrunning and just doing a whole lot of sparring and just going back to the basics, and he's not gonna fly back and forth from the Philippines. He feels it gives him a lot of jet lag, and all that running in the hills. Yeah, it's good for endurance, but when it comes to your legs, he needs his legs to not cramp up. He has huge calf muscles from so many miles he has ran on those hills in Pacquiao of the Philippines, and I mean, he really needs to take it easy on his legs and do more sparring, like he said, and just do more work at the wild card gym. He's gonna have, I think, 6 weeks in wild card and 2 weeks that he already spent in the Philippines, because he's here in the United States now. So and Juan Manuel Marquez, like he said, no more crazy weightlifting. It's more back to the basics, studying tape, having really good sparring partners to emulate Pacquiao's style, which nobody to me can emulate Pacquiao. Pacquiao is amazing boxing. But Yeah, you guys tell me what you think. Peace.